Honey babe, hey honey babe, what's up? How you doing? What's up? Welcome to Campfire Hour Test 2. It's gonna be for about an hour to an hour and a half. It's gonna be a little short stream. But yeah, maybe we'll go for two, but we'll see. Doing great, woohoo, how are you? I'm doing good. It's been a very light week, very confusing week, and just a fun week. But I get my wins where I can, so it's all good. It's fun. It's fun. Also, I do want to address the fact that in the last stream, I tried a little too hard trying to sound like Art Bell. They're test streams, so I'm just kind of fucking around with them. But we're getting good. We're getting good. You could say we're getting good measurements on them. So yeah. Did you get a haircut? Oh no, I just crop. Oh, I just crop a lot of it behind my ears. Gives the illusion of that 50s clean cut. Oh yeah, I got my glasses, I got my tie, my shirt, my suitcase and everything. Good day, honey. I'm going to go do my job. You take care of the kids now. I love you very much. This is not a traditional 50s household. I do love you. And I do hope today that you can get a job and we can hopefully prepare ourselves for when we can't live off a single freaking job. Love you, honey. Oh, little Timmy's gonna be going with hang out with his friends in about an hour or so. Oh, don't be worried. I'm sure he'll be fine. He has to like make sure he gets in as much trouble as he can so he can tell the later generations that he was made of stronger stuff. Which is true, but yeah, it's just me. It's so hard making ends meet. Yeah, it is hard for me to. Oof, it is mark. Jesus Christ, it is hard for me to make ends meet too. But I guess I get a bit of forgiveness there because I got my friends, I got my roommate and his family helping me out. So, of which I owe them a lot. I basically have a place where I'm going to be living, and his family and him will be getting basically half my salary as a courtesy and a thank you, which is the least I can freaking do because of how tolerant they've been in me and so helpful. And if I didn't do that, that'd be freaking rude. So that'd be rude of me, and I can't imagine freaking coming back from that. $1,800 mortgage, but it's worth it for me. $1,800, 1,800 a month. I mean, I put respect on it. You have a house. I mean, I do live in a house too, and at some point, I do really want to contribute to said house, you know, financially and everything. But the world, amongst all of the things I'm trying to do, the world is taking a fat dookie in everyone's lap, taking said dookie and rubbing it all over our faces and telling us to be fucking okay with it. I'm not going to say what. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say how. I'm not going to say when. I'm just going to say, fuck this shit. Yep, it's like you're just like sitting on the bus and all of a sudden somebody's like walks up, drops trowel and goes, yep, yep, that's life. So just making my coffee this morning, feeding my babies. Nice, nice, nice. It is a late night for me, damn near 2 a.m. We're just chilling. It is the Campfire Hour Test 2. On the Campfire Hour, we every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The schedule is subject to change. Just saying. And what it is, just about talking about, weird and spooky, paranormal and supernatural stuff. I have a couple stories, and I'm sure plenty of people out there have more than a few stories that they're willing to tell, whether it's a ghost encounter that they believe they had, whether it was maybe they think what they saw was a UFO, maybe something was trouncing around outside their campsite, and they thought it was something really big. Maybe it was a Bigfoot. You know, Shout out to the Washington wilderness. I think it's a funny story. I've actually been looking at some budget cabins around areas in Washington that have well, how do I word this? That have had a trend of Bigfoot sightings in their areas all throughout the years. And honestly, and there are cabins that cater to Bigfoot enthusiasts. I wouldn't say I'm a Bigfoot enthusiast per se, although I am interested in, I guess, being in an area where Bigfoot sightings were, although I don't want to get near the ones that cater to Bigfoot enthusiasts because I imagine those aren't budget. But all at the same time, I'm probably wrong. I don't know. But it's definitely something I'm looking forward to, maybe getting invested in at some point. Maybe taking like a few days off in a cabin somewhere where there have been, you know, where there's been a trend of Bigfoot sightings over the years. I think that'd be pretty dope. I think that'd be pretty dope. It'd be just me, maybe somebody else who's willing to come along, but obviously somebody I know, but I think they're like $50 to $100 or something around there a night, and I spend around a few nights out there, and have some camera equipment, some basic camera equipment out there with me. Obviously my phone and a couple of other things, some other knickknacks and stuff, and just see where it takes us. Honestly, I'm not expecting to see anything, but you know, I volunteer as tribute. Maybe, maybe. I have to see which one of my buddies would be willing to come along. Maybe Troy, but he is a dad now and he has a trucking job now, so he's probably going to be pretty busy, and I respect that. Maybe bring one of my vet buddies along. They can bring one of their big boomsticks in case anything big comes out of there. Remember, I am part Filipino. I am part Philippines. I am part Filipino. I am Filipino and German, actually. Uh, Sandra, Sandra Reyes, nice to meet you. Thanks for the thumbs up. I'm not scared of anything. Get Troy, he likes exploring. Oh yeah, vets are fun to bring. Oh yeah. Because they just know how to get the frick out of a situation. Whether it's calmly and with tact or with the that they will go door number 1 or door number 2. The threat gets to choose. As an American, you walk 10 feet, you meet like 50 vets. So, but yeah, remember, in Sandra Reyes, welcome to the stream. I'm Musical Pumpkin. Welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studios. Welcome to the stream. This is the Campfire Hour Test 2, where we get to talk about zany and crazy and spooky stories that people may have and wish to tell, and we get to talk about them. It's the Campfire Hour. This is sort of a spiritually inspired by, well, I say spiritually inspired, that's probably wrong, but I grew up listening to Art Bell, and I loved his shows so much. So, whether you believe the things you hear or not, there's nothing wrong with a good story. Many a skilled sailor will say, whether you believe the story or not, they appreciate the fact you heard the story. Because there's nothing like fuel for the engine of imagination. And honestly, I couldn't disagree. I cannot disagree at all. At all. Also, I've been feeling some neck pain in here, like right around here. I think it's because my head's been like this the entire time while I'm doing the stream. I need to like get a setup or something. Maybe like I need to get a tripod. I need to get a freaking tripod. I need to get a tripod. I need to get like an actual setup set up. But yeah, that's a cool jacket. Thank you. It's 100% natural sheepskin leather and fur, I believe. It's by a brand called Just Win, I think. I got it off Amazon like a long time ago, and it's so warm and cozy. But obviously, do not wear this. If you anyone owns a jacket like this, do not wear it in the rain. It will turn into a freaking paperweight over you, and it will also. It's not very wind resistant. Wind will go right through it. But if there's no wind and it's just cold, cozy. I need a setup too. Very nice. Fuck yeah. I mean, I'm getting paid tomorrow, so or later today slash tomorrow, because yeah. I had a seal coat too from one of my Inuit friends. Someone stole it. Oh no. Hunt that person down. Send the hounds. Call of Duty zombies. Fetch me their souls. Anyone in the chat who plays COD? So I never played COD online. That was not a pillar of my millennial youth that I unfortunately did not hit. And that's a very sad thing to admit. I'm very sorry. But I heard many a story from it. And I love the stories I hear. After Black Ops 2, COD lost their balls. COD lost their freaking balls after Black Ops 2. Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare were fun. They were fun. They weren't meant to be good. They were fun. They were entertaining. And that's all those two games needed to be. So we can forgive those two. But then moving over, it's just a whole train of what the fuck. And now Black Ops 7 is like, yeah, COD, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go back in time, go play COD World at War when COD had balls. I'm gonna go play, what was it? Uh, Modern Warfare 2 with the no Russian mission? Yeah. Try having somebody from this current era go play no Russian. The actual mission. They'll go down bawling. They will lose their biscuits and gravy. Haha, that sounded awesome. Fuck yeah. BO7 is a train wreck. That's what I've heard. Even like the recent like patch or update they did, like I've heard it's a freaking shit show. Yes. Oh God. Oh. Oh God. Okay, so anybody in chat, raise your hand if you don't know what the no Russian mission is, because I will um I will enlighten you. Oh boy. The living rooms that day. Imagine me playing this game. I played it for the first time at a friend's place. And did you switch to Battlefield like everyone else did? So I need to get a new computer. I do have a good computer right now, but due to this new anti-cheat system I guess they got going, it's been like breaking people's like BIOSes and stuff like that. So I only have like one computer and I don't want to freaking lose it because I really need it. But I really want to play BF7 or BF6, is it? I really want to play Battlefield because, oh my God, I love Battlefield so much. Oh my God, Battlefield's so good. You can blow up everything. You can blow up that building. You can blow up that building. You can blow up that building. You can pop that tank, kill those fuckers over there, and then annihilate that chopper over there. It's a beautiful freaking day and everyone's happy. COD, on the other hand, get the fuck out. Battlefield, I am here to traumatize you and entertain you at the same time. But no, once I get like a new computer like set up and everything, one that's more optimized and modern, I'm going straight to Battlefield, straight to Battlefield. I will go there so freaking hard. I will dump into that bitch and leave COD and yes, enlisted behind me because fucking listed too. CODM. That was my MOS in the Navy. Oh God. I'm a bit drunk right now. You may have to remind me. Oh wait, no. Chopper Pilot? COD Mobile? Ooh, is COD Mobile better than the desktop stuff they got going on? Because if it is, I'll put respect on it. And Slick Rick Trick, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Campfire Hour Test 2. I am Musical Pumpkin. Welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studios. Blessings upon you. I recently jumped into the Souls-like genre of games. Your thoughts? Okay, Souls games, totally dope. Totally dope. So cool. So cool. It's legit. Okay, Slick Trick Rick. Copy that. Okay, we have to look at that then. Okay, so Souls-like games, you really got to put respect on Souls-like games because that's a skill level. That is a skill level that is excellent storytelling, a menagerie, a variety of mobs and enemies, bosses, boss fights, the environment. There's everything about Souls games. Everything from the first Demon Souls game to friggin' Lies of P. Don't even get me started on Elden Ring because I want to shake the hand of the person who finally freaking finishes the entire game, DLC included. I put respect on Souls games because that is a level of skill that a number of people have, that they know the stats, they know the items, the bosses and everything, and they can, with patience and care beat most of them. It's legit. Copy that. All I can do. I know I said already. I'm just, going back around. Nice to be here. Fuck yeah. Thank you. I'm Musical Pumpkin. Welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studios. Nice to have you here as well, Slick Trick Rick. Look at that. Rolls out the tongue. I like that name. Looking forward to The Witcher 4. Oh gosh, I've never played any of the Witcher games. The first CDR Project Red game I played is Cyberpunk 2077. And I'm excited for the sequel that they got going on, or they got in the works. I need to go play all the Witcher games. I need to go play 1, 2, 3 plus the DLC, and then I can get started on 4, of which, Siri is like totally has me wrapped around her finger. I'm just like, I'm gonna play Witcher 4, not for any specific reason. I'm a man of culture and intellectual, as they will say. So I'm going to play, Witcher 4 and hope to see, Siri and all the other, characters and the story as well and all of their glory. But, yeah. There was this game I wanted, but it was only in Korea, and I can't remember the name, but it was amazing watching somebody play it. Nice. Does anyone feel like the indie industry, like randomly proliferated? Like people who want to make their own games and add to it, which respect. Hey, if you got a good idea and you're willing to put your heart and soul into it and you want to make an awesome game that people will love, God bless you. Because I want to get into game dev. I want to start my own studio at some point, like a full-on studio that makes games, shows, and movies. I am all about storytelling. Now, as I was told to me, as I was told to me, as it was told to me by a friend of mine, a game is one of two things: is either good or entertaining. A game that is good is entertaining, but a game isn't as entertaining isn't necessarily good. So a good game could be like Metro. The Metro games, those are good, but they're not necessarily fun. They're very story-driven. Depending on what difficulty you want to go on, you're going to be going through a spot multiple times because there's one dude that you missed that popped you in the side of the head because you didn't check your corner. And don't get me started on Metro Exodus. I like all the Metro games, but playing Metro Exodus, I'm just like, all right. Okay, where do I need to go? All the way over there. Okay, where's that? Oh, up there. I just came from... All right. Okay. Okay, where's my AK? Okay. get it, right? A game can be fun or it can be entertaining. A game that is entertaining isn't necessarily fun. Say, Deep Rock Galactic. That game is fun, not necessarily entertaining, but it has lots of fun moments that supplement the missing entertainment. A game like Metro, a game like Metro is very good, and it may supplement a lot of that good, or sorry, it may supplement a lot of the missing entertainment with a lot of good. You're very invested in the story. You're invested in the characters. You're invested in all of it. But yeah, but hey, don't take my word as gospel. It's what I was told, so take it how you choose. I don't play games I used to. If I'm on my computer, because my bed is literally right up to my desk. Because I'm a lazy bastard. But yeah. I just got a PS4 and I'm getting a TV so I can just play Stray. Ooh, okay. Perfect example. Perfect example. Stray is a very good game. Maybe not entertaining. Maybe if somebody does find it entertaining on an individual level or find a different game good that's supposed to be entertaining on the individual level, that's fine. Because that's all down to the individual. But Stray, not necessarily fun, but very good. Very good story, good characters, good plot line, good everything. Everything is a game that is good if you want people to be invested in the message of the game, if there is one. If the game is supposed to be, good, not necessarily entertaining, is more of like a tightrope. You're walking a tightrope sort of thing. At least that's how I see it. That's how I personally see it. Versus a game that's supposed to be fun. It's like, take this snowball and throw it at a wall. But if you do it right, you come up with a fun game and people love it. I'm a cat person, so I find it great. That's dope. I can read between the lines. Nice. I I miss the cats at the old house. One of them passed away recently, and I knew both of them, or one's still alive, one passed away. It was at the last house I was at with my roommate's mom. She has the two cats. She had two cats. She only has one now. And the oldest one passed away, and I was super sad because I remember both of them when they were little kittens. When there's something about a kitten, when it's young, and this like fits in the palm of your hand, and you're just like, you're gonna grow up to be such a freaking tornado of terror. But I love you so much. I also have lots of creativity, so when I come up with these ideas and jump on that thought, I can read between the lines as in subliminal messages. I get that. I get that. Like game. I feel like there's a lot more to storytelling in games than people realize. I feel like you could read between the lines of like over a dozen games, and probably come across some type of message if it was there, if it actually is there, if it was meant to be there. That was left there by either the lead head or head creator or something they were trying to get across. Now, I don't want to tread too deeply down that path because we might step on some landmines. But yeah, oh, I know. Yeah, no, I was sad. Her name was Tippers, and she was the princess bitch cat of the house. She sauntered into the room. She better have a fucking red carpet laid out for her. Raid out for her. What the fuck? Laid out for her. Oh my god, my Asian showing. She better have the red carpet laid out for her. And better have the soft shell egg rolls. She better have the soft shell egg rolls and the Totitos. Totito chips. Whatever the. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. I hit the freaking smoker this thing's mounted on. Ow. I'm fine. I love my babies. We have one chinchilla and we love her very much. Movies too, and lots of games of hidden messages. It's great. Oh yeah, no. So much, so much. I could probably do a whole video on it, or maybe scour YouTube for over a dozen videos on it. The possibilities are endless. Oh, my squishy is that way. Oh, you have a kitty named Squishy. You have a kitty named Squishy. It's so cute. She runs the house. She's the boss. Nice. Oh yeah, no. She's cute. She will, especially when she wants outsies, she'll put on her cute persona. Squishy Tushy. That's so cute. That's so adorable. I love that. It's a kitty named Squishy Tushy. Animals are our friends, people. Don't forget it. I love all animals. Certain ones I love medium rare or well done, but that's a different story altogether. Anyway, she was named while in the womb as I was watching Finding Nemo. Legendary. That's fucking legendary. We'll see if anybody like comes into the stream or not and has any stories to tell. But we'll play this like an hour or so, chilling. It's all good. We'll keep it like an hour and a half, maybe two. We'll see if anybody comes in because we've already told our stories. I have her mom Lily was her only baby. She only had one kitten. Oh, she only had one little kitty. She must have been super proud. But was she super protective of her because she only had one? Was she like? Would she swat at you if you tried to like pick up the baby to like try and bond with it? Or, just like hang out with it. Because I feel like if a cat only has like one kitten, like a mama cat only has like one kitten, she might be like super protective of it. I shall name you Squishy, and you'll be my best friend. Dopeness. Nope, she gave that baby to me. That's my baby. Who she brought it over to you? Trust. That's cat trust. I always like seeing videos. I've had 14 queens. Wow. You own 14 cats? And have you fostered all of their drag queens? Nice. Have you fostered how many of them have had babies? I love seeing videos on Instagram where it's like the mama cat will like saunter into the room carrying their loved one in their mouth, like jump onto the bed, like drop their baby near you, go back, and it's like rinse and repeat until they have all their kittens near, and then it's like chill there. And it's like, and then they'll like look at you and be like, okay, I'm gonna have some me time now, and then they'll just like bugger off out the room, and now it's your job to manage the kittens now. Mama needs a break. Mama's busy. Mama's been stressed out. She needs some time. Help her give birth. 14 female cats by having babies. Wow. I put respect on that. Wow. Here I am hoping that the cat distribution system chooses me on one of my rides, and I just find like a little random kitty. And I take the kitten and I put it in my chest rig, and that's her little, her little cockpit. And we just like go ride. And I just like send a little Discord message to my buddy, be like, we have a new friend. And he's gonna be like, oh my god. Don't let her near the chinchilla. Don't let the chinchilla near her. They're so cute. They're so cute. Like a midwife for cats. I know how to make cat formula like a pro. Have you considered I was gonna say something silly and kind of dumb, like have you considered working at Petco? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. God damn it. I'm fucking stupid. Sorry. Oh, that's cute. Don't give up. Distribution system is real. I'm always distracting them. What I should what I should have asked is have you considered becoming a veterinarian? You got lots of skills with the keys. But a veterinarian can be as loving to animals as they, as God intended. The cat comes across somebody they don't recognize. You're dealing with a tornado, with a bladed tornado. I'm going to put up flyers around my city so people can drop off their unwanted babies to me. Good, good. Make sure the kitties have love. Make sure the kitties have loving families. Get all the snuggies and chew toys and food. Yes, I'm a vet tech. Nice. Good, good, good. You chose right. You chose right. Make sure the animals get their love. I hate people who abuse animals. I hate people who abandon them. They deserve to get a freaking electric rod shoved up their ass attached to a car battery. I hate it. Ninja stars. No, I want a sanctuary. Just for cats, though. Nice. You should open up, like, you should consider opening up, like, a... How do I word this? I'm a bit under the influence right now. I guess, yeah, a cat sanctuary. A place for, you, the cats don't necessarily have owners, but they have a place where they can be safe. And, there are people there who can take care of them. That's dope, though. You should consider opening that. Call it like Honey Babe's, call it like Honey's cat palace. If you can't, like, if like the thing could be it's like, don't abandon your cat. Take them here. Take them here. And they can, be taken care of and live a comfortable life and not get, freaking, destroyed or killed out in the streets or something. I've already tried the strays in my house. They smell it. They smell the cat care. They probably also smell the food as well. They're like... It's funny because I'd be hanging out with Tippers when she was alive, and I'd be like, she'd be looking at me, and then I would just like reach over and like scratch her behind the ears, and she'd be like, she was the freaking queen. She didn't want to be touched. She was like, I didn't ask you to be touched. Oh my god. And I was like, shut up, Tippers, I love you. And she had the freaking wimpiest hiss. She was one of those cats. Her hiss was not very intimidating at all. And we'd always make fun of her for it. She'd be like, and we'd be like, shut up, Tippers. That's not intimidating. Okay, we need to move you. You're near the food. We've got some cooking to do. And she'd be like, you shut up. Be like, there you go. Okay, yeah, run away. Be scared. Jesus Christ. Was it going to hurt you? Good Lord. Or they smell that I'm safe now with the cats as well. Probably. It might be the collection of cats in there that they're like, something probably ticks off in their brain. Be like, there are lots of cats here. I should join them. They're safe here. Tipper, tapper, cutie, baby. I'll smother them in kisses. Yep. She hated the attention. Oh my god, she only wanted attention when she wanted it. And we would just annoy the hell out of her for that. Be like, hey, Tipper, scratch her behind the ear. She'd be like, shut up. We love you. The other cat is called Tango, and I think it was me who named her. And she was bottom of the dog pile type of cat. She feared nothing because she was too dumb to fear it. Oh no, she loved it secretly. She got to keep her street cred. The street cats are watching. They're watching from across the street. They'd be like, is Tipper's letting that human scratch her behind the ears? Oh no, she's throwing at them claws. Okay. I gotta tell the other cats in the neighborhood, man. She keeping it real. Okay. That's how it should be. And then there's Tango. Tango's the other one who is the last one around, and she was lovable but dumb. Or not, sorry, not was. She's still around. She's lovable but a ding dong. I would play with her a lot. I loved picking her up, but she was smart enough to realize I don't want to be picked up. You put me down, human. Be like, fine, all right, fine. I just want to cuddle you. My goodness, little furball. Yeah, I love animals. I love all of them. Even the ones that have no other quest in life other than to eat me wholesale when they see me. So I still love them. Fun fact, polar bears willfully hunt humans. We are on their list of nom noms. So you know. Mine love to curl up with me. All my babies love to cuddles. Aw, that's so... Kitty cuddles. I love cats. I love dogs. I love all animals. All of them. All of them. All of them. I would love to hang out with a possum if I wasn't too busy dying of laughter when they randomly play dead. Like it's the spontaneousness of it that freaking freaks me out and this makes me laugh so hard. So I'll be staring at a freaking possum and I'll be like, "What's up?" And they'll just like out of freaking nowhere, it's like randomly because I know it's a freaking like natural reaction and everything. It's like, and I'm just like. I don't know why I find it so funny. It's just so freaking funny. It's like, God damn it, you ding dong animal. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm more prone to hurting a person than I will an animal. Okay. They're so cute, and when they run, it's even funnier because they'll try to run up a tree and then fall on their butt than play dead. They'd rather be dead than embarrassed. Oh, possums. We love you. You're nature's garbage man. I'm in the process of building a treehouse. That's dope. You let the animals play around in there. Animals, I love them, but they're such ding dongs. One time on one of my rides from work, I passed some deer on the trail, and they were facing away from me, and they turned towards me because I had my music blasting and everything. But I turned it off and everything. I just kind of looked at them, and they were looking at me, and because you know how a freaking deer's body is, they didn't have to turn around. They just went like, and I'm just like, yeah, had my accent going and everything. I'm like, yeah, deer butt, you're nice and butt there. Don't want and touch you and stuff. Why show me? Ask me. Oh, what, your friend's sauntering off. Still showing me the ass though. A couple of does showing me the butts and fucking mustache I've gotten in years. Fucking hell. Where's your buck at? Where's your boy? Where your babies? Oh, you gone now? Okay. If I said this to an actual lady, my nose would be broken right now. But fucking hell, I love talking that way down. I just love fucking with animals, like verbally. And just joking around with them because my dumbass like feels like in some weird way they understand me. But always wanted a tree house, but I'll keep the cats in the yard and let them have a tree. That's dope. That's dope. One of them will assume the throne. Some of them will become the court advisors, and then like the whoever's left will be like the castle guard. Deer are adorable too. I do drive slow at nights for the nighttime critters. I give them all accents, I swear. Yeah, we got a couple of days here. Show me the bus. Fuck me, bus action I've gotten in years. He's like, come over and pet you. Come over and say hi. Oh, no? Are you scared of me? Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair. I'm a human. I'm scared of me too. Fuck, there was like a couple of people jogging back there. I was fucking terrified of them. Even though I could freaking sprint away fucking 20 miles an hour on my e-bike. The wrinkly, the old people, shit's scary. They probably have like, a couple of like millennials tied up in the basement. So talking about how they, when they walked uphill to school both ways in snow. Shit's terrifying, mate. Fucking hell. Lily has a very posh accent. Nice. That's really good. Thank you. Me personally, I'm not a professional voice actor by any stretch of the imagination, but I uh, I I feel like an Aussie accent is just like it's very easy to do. You gotta learn terms and stuff, and maybe work on a couple things, but like I feel like it's like the easiest to do. I could be proven wrong about that, and that's fine. Because I would love to know. Fucking like I've seen deer, I've seen lots of bunnies, I've seen a couple of coyotes, I've seen a couple of yotes. I haven't seen a bear or anything. I've seen lots of owls. I've, maybe even seen a snake or two. I've seen lots of blue herons and stuff like that. I've seen the whole menage. I've seen the whole, like a fucking zoo of animals. I've even seen lots of fucking people, like, outside the fucking zoo. I feel like you should let the animals run free and throw the humans in the fucking zoo, mate. Like, fuck them. I'd rather see, like, a fucking doe's ass than a human's ass. I've seen a human's ass a million fucking times on, the orange, on the orange video site. I've seen it a million times. I don't need to see any more. I'd rather see a deer's ass. A deer's ass. That's fucking nature, mate. Everything else is, fucking worse than when the Sci-Fi Channel disappeared. I've got a friend from Queensland, so listen to her talk and analyze her accent like a weirdo. Sorry. I've got a friend from Queensland, so I listen to her talk and analyze her accent like a weirdo. It's funny because I'll tell anyone who asks who doesn't know me in person, especially on my rides, because on my rides I strictly use an Australian accent just to fuck with people, and I'll be arguing loudly with myself, and I'll be doing it in an Australian accent. My rides to and from on the trail, it's literally just me fucking with people, but I don't, not the levels of fucking Jack Doherty or anything like that, but fucking, I'm just, bitching to myself loudly as I pass by, and you only got to deal with me for like a few seconds. It's welcome to the trail. I'll be like, yeah, from fucking Queensland, mate. Fucking top tier. That's where the real Aussies come from. And then you got these fucking, fucking seppos. And a seppo is what Australians call us Americans, because we're like septic tanks. We're full of shit. A seppo is an American, because we're septic tanks that are full of shit, just so everybody knows. But I'm just like, oh my god, fucking so many seppos in the trail today. Fucking Christ. Get the fuck off the trail, man. You're on the wrong fucking side. Wrong side of fucking history and wrong side of fucking trail. Jesus Christ. Let's throw a couple of freaking steaks on the barbie and fucking sun the lid on your sorry ass. Jesus fucking hell. Take me back to fucking Queensland, mate. Fucking Christ. So many seppos on this trail, you thought they were trying to freaking take the oil out of fields. Fucking shit. Why are so many fucking Americans on this trail? Is there fucking oil here or something? Jesus Christ. So fitting, you Americans go fucking seppos. A septic tank looking for around sniffing for fucking oil. Is the oil on this trail? Must be. It's a bunch of fucking seppos here. It's just me. I live my life fucking with people in the most innocent ways I find that won't get me screwed over and won't screw over their day too much. I believe that if I'm just, passing by, I gotta deal with my annoying voice for like 2, 3 seconds, that's fine. It's like my music isn't even that loud. You gotta be with like closer than 10 feet to my speaker to even be annoyed by my music. It's not that loud. So I was like, let me give you a bit of an example with the music. When the wind does saws. But because I'm close to my fucking speaker, it's like, when the wind does saws arrived. And I hope you find it just as annoying as I find it for the 2 seconds you have to deal with me, you poor, poor people. I'm gonna take the phone with me for a sec because I need these receipts. Oh. At some point, we'll get like an actual setup and everything will be fine. It'd be weird though. We'll talk about this in a bit, but all right. Enjoy the ceiling, folks. Oh. I'm telling you, I got a freaking. I have a metabolism that can melt steel and a bladder that could put out a forest fire. I was not present for my character creation. Let me tell you. What I do want to do is. You see. I do want to get like an actual setup going at some point. But I really have to think about it because we'll talk real talk right now. I feel like me personally, this is how I see it. I could be wrong, and that's fine. Let me know. Someone more educated than me, then EP pumpkin. Oh boy. Somebody more educated than me can tell me otherwise, and I would love to know. But mobile streaming is definitely like the meta for attracting subs. And honestly, while I do say that, I hope that, those who stay, like, you don't have to stay if you don't want to. I'm not forcing anyone to stay. If you do feel like you feel a connection here of some kind, you can stay. It's all good. I believe in, using this even in spite of it being a meta, if it is that, doing it healthily. But for when I do want to get like a setup and everything, set up, I'll probably still keep it on mobile streaming. But I'd have to look at that though. Maybe we'll do like a simple like desktop streaming. Oh, I'm not sure. Well, there's lots of moving parts for this MPS. There's lots of moving parts for Musical Pumpkin Studios. A whole schedule and everything I got to get going. I have a Christmas special that I still got to finish writing for Lost Tapes that is, you know, due to be uploaded as decreed by the kings above me at 10 a.m. sharp Pacific Standard Time on Christmas morning. And yeah, it's going to be a Lost Tapes Christmas special. And I can give you the synopsis on it too. I can do that right now. Isn't that freaking cool? So it is about, it's Fallout inspired. Microsoft Bethesda, looking at you, and Amazon. It is Fallout inspired, and it's about a vengeful Santa. It is a vengeful Santa who was basically, he took it upon himself in his outpost that he was, that he was in, among all the other survivors at the outpost, to be, to extend, you know, into the apocalypse, the joy of the Christmas spirit, the joy of Christmas. And there were lots of children at this outpost too. And he always, his quest in life was to bring joy to people and to especially see joy on the faces of, on the children's faces when he brings them their presents. In spite of it being the apocalypse and not a whole lot of presents in abundance. It's kind of a wasteland out there, everywhere. But even in spite of that, he had a twinkle in his eye. He wrinkled his nose. He had a big belly, and he was filled with joy. And he wanted to get them presents. So one night, one late Christmas Eve, he's out scouring the wasteland as he would, and looking for presents or things he could turn into presents or anything close enough to what one of the children at the outpost asked for on their Christmas list, because they would all throughout the month write what they wanted, and they would drop that letter off at his party outpost, and he would read it and be like, okay, I need to get that. Okay. There's like maybe a handful of children that belong to like a handful of families that said outpost. And he would go out in his Santa, themed Christmas power armor, and he would go out looking for stuff he could turn into presents for the kids. Because even in the shadow of the apocalypse, a children's joy is not to be disregarded. The scary world is for the adults, but the joy is for the kids. They ignore that. They enjoy this. So he comes back after his entire bag is full of stuff that he's going to spend the rest of the night working on. And then in the morning, once he's done, tired and fatigued, bags under his eyes that he could probably fit more toys into, he delivers unto those children the toys they asked for. It is rewarded with the joy on their faces. Unfortunately, that fateful Christmas morning, he would not see the joy on those children's faces. As he marched back with a bag full of toys to his outpost, he saw a bright light. As he grew closer, the light grew brighter and brighter, and to his horror, he realized the outpost was on fire. Raiders had attacked the outpost while he was gone. It was a surprise attack, and there were no survivors. And as he lay on his knees in the center of the outpost, the bodies of everyone whom he loved and cared for, and wanted to bring toys to their children to see a joy in their faces, lay dead around him. This was no longer a joyous Santa. He was no longer here for joy. So he takes up his gear, mods his power armor, gathers what weapons he can that weren't found by the raiders, and goes on a mission of vengeance. He would not be able to bring any more toys to any children, but to someone who had crossed him and wronged him and forcibly taken that joy and ripped it from the hands of those who deserved it. To them, he had a few presents in mind. And the best part about it, it's written like a Christmas poem. It's written like a Christmas poem. But yeah, that is the synopsis for the 2025 Lost Tapes Christmas special. It is not an official episode 3. It is a bonus holiday episode. So, season 2 will have a few extra episodes in there. What do you know? But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Do you see the power of my imagination? Heck yeah, I love it. Thank you. I got the first bit all done. I need to continue working on it. I I have so much stuff. If a meteor hits Earth, it's gonna land on me. But yeah. But yeah. That is the 2025 Christmas special that we got going on. We got in the works. He just wanted to bring joy to children. He just wanted to deliver presents. He just wanted to be Santa. That's all he wanted in life. And now that some worthless junker raiders ripped that from him, now, oh, someone's getting some coal under their tree. Writing backstreet for my characters are the longest process for me. Or backstory, copy. Poor Santa, now he's got to take it back and kick some serious ass. I've considered adding an actual sleigh for him, but it would technically make sense because if the only people he's delivering to are the outposts that he lives in, he doesn't really need a sleigh. But if I did, I'm just saying, it would be like a post-apocalypse, like freaking rocket-powered, nuclear-powered sleigh with like robot reindeer, or maybe mutated reindeer, like each of them has like 2 heads or something like that. But yeah, see, for my stories, you see, at least for the stories for the channel, I don't do a whole lot of backstory stuff for them because at least for Lost Tapes specifically, it doesn't like get a whole lot of work into it. Like my inspiration for any one story will like evolve over time as the story is being written. But like say the most recent episode of Lost Tapes, The Changing House, we don't know a whole lot about a character. We don't know a whole lot about Corporal Ledden. All we know about him is that he's been voluntold to go on this mission that he's probably not coming back from. And he ends up joining this menagerie of other people who were sent before him. And it starts to unfold for the reader that, or the listener, I guess, that there's no coming back for these guys. This is a mission that they're not supposed to come back from because they're in this endless labyrinth that they have to map. And this labyrinth has to have an end somewhere, and their whole job is to find it. And they have been trying to do this since the 60s. And in the story, takes place in 2019. So let me tell you how many poor bastards have probably been sent in there. A lot. A whole menagerie of dudes. I think the hat should hold some cool shit, and the coat could be a weapons arsenal. Oh God! So one idea I had, because I had this like image in my head when I first came up with this idea for post-apocalypse Santa, to where it's like he has like his big bag and everything, right? He's carrying the bag, like say he's carrying the bag, like over his left shoulder. He has like a freaking M240 freaking Bravo saw in the right hand, and he just drops the bag, opens it up, and it's just extra box mags. It's like boom, ho ho ho, motherfucker. Freaking like take the hat. It's like a little like mutate, little tech thingy. Considering we're talking about the Fallout universe technically, 'cause that's what inspired it. It's like he's like takes it off. He's like takes the thing off his head, looks through it. It would appear there are some naughty raiders nearby. They're on my naughty list. They're getting more than coal in their stockings this year. Dasher, Donald, Blitzen, all the others, we have a long night. Like somebody needs, like I know there are a lot of like small time like indie games have been coming out. Somebody needs to make a freaking Santa game where Santa's the main character and he has to freaking fight bad guys to deliver all the presents to kids and everything. And the whole freaking thing, his whole shtick has to be, I must bring joy to these children. Their parents can't do it. They're too busy with their jobs. When was the last time a parent brought joy to a child? It's all my job. I'm speaking out of my ass right now, and I apologize, but yeah. Why isn't my child happy? I don't know. Go ask Santa. Why isn't my child happy? When was the last time you made them fucking happy, you dumb cunt? That was, and I will admit, I will admit right now, that was a stupid fucking thing to say, and I apologize, but freaking love your damn kids, care for them. It's not all about presents and shit. It's about being a loving parent, teaching them the ways of the world. Big ideas, I know. We're getting into real talk right now. This is a Campfire Hour. This is real talk hour. Oh my goodness. I love dystopian sci-fi. I just love sci-fi. Oh, I love sci-fi so much. Tell me if you get this reference. Danger, Will Robinson. Does anyone remember that? Does anyone remember Danger, Will Robinson? Anyone get the reference? I might be dating myself a little bit. My autism, though, has me rewatching the same movie shows over and over and over. I will always take the opportunity to rewatch Them from 1954. And it's an acronym. It stands for Terror, Horror, Excitement, Mystery. It's about giant ants. It's a movie called Them from 1954. It's on YouTube. Less than $10. Go check it out. It would be the foundation for monster movies going forward. Check out the movie Them from 1954. It's on YouTube for less than $10. I will die on that friggin' hill. Check out that movie. It's good. There's a remake coming out at some point. I'm scared, but that's besides the point. It might be the first movie I'd only go and see after watching reviews. Lost in Space. Boom. Yes. Lost in Space. Lost in Space. Oh my god. Danger, Will Robinson. 1959 or 60. 1950. Them came out in 1954. And let's talk about Lost in Space. And I want to say the oldest ones were probably made in the 50s. And then the 60s ones came out. I think those were the ones in color. But I remember seeing the old ones. I never saw the one that came out in the 2000s/90s. Or, sorry, 90s/2000s. That one was wacky. That one was interesting. But had some good CG, I will say. I will watch them. Do it. Good movie. Do it. I watched the old and new Doctor Who. Oh, I love Twilight Zone. Oh, Doctor Who, Twilight Zone. Why can't shows and TV be as good as when I was growing up? I love the Daleks so much. I love the beef between the Daleks and the Cybermen because it all comes down to who's the meaner robot. Who's the meaner tin can? I love the tin can beef between the Daleks and the Cybermen. I I will give you this, those Cybermen. You are better at dying. The Cybermen Dalek beef lives in my head rent free, and always will. Also, I love Doctor Who. Like, give me a fucking Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, Unexplained Mysteries, Doctor Who. Literally, give me a platter of this shit. I will engorge myself and die happy. Does for me too. We we are the. Try not to be too loud because I don't want to wake anybody up. We are the Daleks. You are a doctor. You will not defeat us. Or sorry, not a doctor. You are the doctor. You are the Doctor Who. Oh shit, Outer Limits. No, Outer Limits is so good. Outer Limits to me was like Twilight Zone on steroids. Because while Rod Serling and his show The Twilight Zone were more than willing to cross lines and boundaries for that time, Outer Limits, like, I feel like took it like the extra mile. They were like, don't worry, Mr. Serling. Ugh. We'll carry it the rest of the way. Rest in peace. The Daleks, yeah, a Dalek voice is easy in my opinion, at least for me personally. Let's like take these out real quick so my audio, my hearing isn't like too muddled. But yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, the special effects were a bit better and way more out there. They took to the Outer Limits. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You could say the Outer Limits went to the Outer Limits. And Rod's certainly like there. If you know his story, he had plenty of good reasons and justifications for going far beyond what people were comfortable with in his shows, because he felt like the world needed to be uncomfortable. It needed to know these truths and these explanations and these everythings. You can still live a comfortable, comfortable life. I don't want to say ignorant life. I almost said that, but I'm not going to. I don't want to say ignorant life, but I don't. I want to say a life that not ignorant per se, but ignores the horrors of the world. Because whether you wish to join in defending against those horrors or being in a position to tell people about them, you should still know about them. If you feel that is, your thing. Obviously, if it's not, I'm not going to force somebody to do that because that'd be fucking wrong. But, yeah. All right. I just feel like I'm going to wake somebody up or whatever. That doctor. That wasn't great. That wasn't great. The doctor will bend to our will. We have fought many a time, Lord. That wasn't great. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. You know what? Later today, I'll do a short of me doing a Dalek voice because I don't want to be too loud right now. I can't do it too quietly because a Dalek voice is like loud and boisterous. They seem like they really love the sound of their own voice. So, which is, pretty on par for Daleks. I don't want to wake up the neighbors. I don't want to wake up the people in the house. So, just took my pepperoni outside. It's still dark. Be safe out there. Watch out for skinwalkers. I bet you can do Yoda. Yes, I can do Yoda. How did you guess? Mm-hmm. Long gone the Jedi are. Long reigned the Empire has. In darkness the galaxy shrouded.
When will a light burn away the dark? Or you the one to bring that light? Hmm? Oh, arrogant. Hmm. I knew arrogance once. Arrogance destroyed the Jedi. Arrogance destroyed the Republic. Arrogance destroyed the galaxy. Arrogance led to Vader.
What do you think? Boom. Yoda voice, he can.
Yoda voice, he can. Yoda's voice easy for me. Yoda's voice for me easy is.
That was actually, that was pretty bad, but voice wise, pretty good.
Concentrate all your fire on the nearest starship.
Yes, Master, yeah. Did you just speak in a complete sentence? Put respect up to Master Yoda because he went toe to toe with Palpatine and almost ran Palpatine's fade. He almost went toe to toe with Dooku, and Dooku knew. He was like, "I'm out, I'm out, I'm gone, yo. Peace, yo. Bye bye." Because Yoda's a freaking like Yoda's whole shtick was like, I'm a small dude that can freaking bounce off surfaces, and that's what he basically centered his whole freaking skill set around. At least that's what seems that way to me. Is like being a goddamn freaking green hairless fireball that with a lightsaber that bounces around the wall and at some point kills you. You don't remember that scene from the freaking prequels where like these two clone troopers are like flanking up behind him and they think that he doesn't know that they're about to freaking put two in his back and he's Yoda. He's like, bitch, you don't need to tell me shit. Freaking, he's just like, freaking ignites his lightsaber and in one split movement, freaking jumps up, decapitates both of them, gets back down, deactivates his lightsaber, just like, as the two dudes just like collapse behind him. Don't fuck with Yoda. Master Yoda, he's a G. He's an OG and put respect on his name.
Like a Shaolin monk, he is.
Yeah, Yoda's freaking. Like, I'm pretty sure Yoda, like two clone troopers, freaking child's play. I'm pretty sure Yoda could probably take like a whole platoon of clone troopers, of stormtroopers, a freaking platoon like anybody. He could probably take like half an army all by himself. Because he's freaking Yoda. Obi-Wan was good. A lot of the Jedi were good. A lot of the old masters were good, but Yoda was good. I'd say him and Windu probably be at the same level. Maybe like Yoda, like a step or two or three above. But yeah. Any of the Star Wars movies, you have two choices. Any of the Star Wars movies, from disregarding the modern trilogy, from the old ones to the prequels, you have one motherfucker to put somewhere in those movies. Where are you putting it? I have an idea. I would like to hear yours first, though. You can do the SpongeBob laugh. Oh God, I need to listen to that again. Where would you put it? Where in the first six movies would you put the word motherfucker? Who's getting it? What scene? Which character? How are you fitting it into the line? How? Because I got one. I got one. I'm waiting though. I'm waiting. You probably have one better, and you know what? That's okay, because I want to hear it. Missed question. Oh, you missed question? Oh, it's all good. If you, from the prequels to the old movies, of the first six Star Wars movies, where would you put the one word motherfucker? Where'd you put it? I have one. I uh I got a good one. I just want to know what yours would be. Who's getting it? What line is it? And who's the character? What scene? Who's getting the word motherfucker and putting their lines in the first six Star Wars movies? Yeah, one. Yeah, one word. Yeah, one motherfucker to give someone. Who's getting it? Also, for context, the one I have is based off a meme that I saw, so it's not mine originally. So, credit to the person who originally came up with it, not me. Darth. Is that the one? Oh God. Oh God. Do you have it? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. If you get it, that's fine. That's totally fine. It's all. I want to see it. Darth to Luke. Is it in the end of The Empire Strikes Back by chance? Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity, honey babe. Is it uh at the bottom of Cloud City right before or right after Luke loses his hand? I think I know the scene you're coming on to, just saying. But I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. Do it. Let's see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. Let's do it. I'm going to go pour myself another drink right quick. I'll be right back. The exact thing I know would be funny. Oh, I know exactly what you're going for. I see where you're aiming, spotter. I got it. Luke, I am your motherfucker. No! Freaking, Darth Vader was telling people he fucked their mom and actually fucking them before he caught it was ever a gleam in anyone's eye. So Okay, so you took mine. That's totally fine. Totally fine. Because if I was gonna get it, someone else is going to. That's totally fine. I love you for it. Okay, so what the second one that I had was in the prequels where Mace Windu and the other Jedi Masters are coming to arrest Palpatine because they know he's a Sith. Is when they come to arrest Palpatine, and Mace Windu's like, I can't remember the exact lines, but Senator Palpatine, freaking Windu walks in, fucking Samuel Jackson, the man, the myth, the legend, just like walks in, he's like, Senator, you're coming with us, motherfucker. That's right there. That's my second one. It's not as great, but like, anyway. Oh, funny story. In the second movie, Attack of the Clones. So Natalie Portman, she plays Padme, right? They originally had a plan to give her a crop top for her, overall, get up and everything, but the people thought that was a bit too risque for, Barden television. Even though Natalie Portman inadvertently seduced an entire millennial generation of men, like out of Hollywood, it's Scarlett Johansson. She's the highest paid actress. She's good. She deserves it. Credit where credit is due. She's a good actress. Her as Black Widow and a lot of other roles she's had, she's done a great job. And a whole menagerie of other actors and actresses have also done a great job. And but George Lucas, being the dude that he was, starting these movies back in the 60s, he was like, fuck you, what you think is risque. Have her fight some big alien animal and have it slash her across the back and just give her a convenient crop top. Oh, what? In that scene, the monster slashed her uniform and now she just has a convenient crop top. Oh my goodness. I wonder how that happened. Huh. Yep, know that, but that's what it's written for. Between the outfit and Leia's outfit is rocking. Fuck yeah. No, like, oh god, I forget the actress's name who played Leia. Oh no. Oh no, I'm forgetting. Okay, I forget. I remember Natalie Portman's name. Look, Natalie Portman's name. God, I'm stupid. But anyway, sorry. I'm a dingo. I gotta keep myself in check. But I forget Natalie Portman's name. I'm forgetting what a square is called. Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher. Thank you. Thank you so much, honey babe. The decoded. Decoded. Hey, what's up? Also, thank you for that. Thank you for that fan art. You are so awesome. Thank you so much. I end up cropping a piece of it and making it the PFP for my YouTube channel. You are so awesome. Thank you so much for that. Beautiful person. Dang, I haven't watched Star Wars in forever. It looks like a binge day for me. You're very welcome, my friend. Yes, no, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Carrie Fisher. Yes, no, Carrie Fisher was like, so me as a millennial growing up, I was watching Power Rangers stuff. The Pink Power Ranger was my every generation of dude has had like that one woman on TV where, that was kind of their coming of age moment. Uh, how do I make this sound appropriate and mature? I don't know. But, for me, it was probably the Pink Power Ranger. The next one was probably Carrie Fisher as as Leia. But the next one was Natalie Portman because she seduced an entire generation of millennial men. I am, I am not kidding there. Jason was my guy. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh Jesus. Was he the green one? Was he the Green Power Ranger? He was. I remember that one scene where he's like showing off the freaking twister kick. Oh my god, that shit was lit. That was lit. Not a lady in the woods with the whistling staff for me. Ooh, nice. I would rock that outfit too. Tommy Oliver, green, white. Ooh, yes, Tommy Oliver was the Green Ranger. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Oh god, which Jason was red. Okay, all right. I need to go back through the freaking lineup of Power Rangers, and, as to keep my millennial honor. But yeah, blue. Yours was the Blue Ranger. Respect, respect. I'd rock the outfit too. Found my Halloween costume. Yeah, it was so funny because people were like, "Oh, we're not sure whether Natalie Portman should be wearing like a crop top for her outfit for this movie. It might be a bit too risque. Young people might be watching." And George Lucas was like, "Okay, okay, okay, no, absolutely no, totally understand." Get a scene where a monster slashes her across the back and slashes her outfit to make it look like a convenient crop top. You can do that. Cool. Okay, awesome. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh no, no, no reason for that. No, you'll see. You'll see. And I can't speak to George Lucas whether his intentions were pure. Sorry, intentions were pure or anything like that. But as I've said multiple times, and I'll say it again, Natalie Portman seduced an entire generation of millennial men. And you know what? We're all here for it. Excuse me while I take this 10-pound weight out of my head and sink into the fucking depths of the ninth circle of hell. Forget names. Oh, that's right. I know I gotta search my fucked up dumpster fire brain. Yeah, I know. Same. Same. White Ranger was the best Ranger, hands down. Oh God, was he in the originals? I feel. Cause I feel like there was one version of the series, or one iteration, I should say, where like the White Ranger comes in, or sorry, yeah, the White Ranger comes in, and he seems kind of like the outsider because he's like roguish. He doesn't follow the rules. He's like the bad boy of the group. And me being, growing up in an unstable household, I thought that shit was fucking cool. So yeah. Alpha low. Hey. No, he was like, I remember, like, I vaguely remember the scene. Damn, Rita's costume was crazy too, though. Oh yeah, Rita. She played that one villain, right? That was like, no, I remember. I millennial memory lane. Oh my god. Does anybody remember Beetleborg? Am I the only one? Was I the only Beetleborg kid? I know there are people who love Beetleborg, but I loved Power Rangers. I loved Beetleborg too because Beetleborg to me was like he started at green, then Rita took his powers, so he went back to being a normal teen, and then they created White Ranger, and then he took leadership from Jason Red. Yeah, Beetleborg. Okay, copy that. Copy that. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I love Beetleborg so much because to my dumb millennial brain, because I loved writing. I was already like writing and drawing stuff up in this, enjoying the power of my imagination. And Beetleborg to me was like, we're gonna use these like evil magical power stuff and then create these comic book villains, then bring them to real life to fight the Beetleborgs and I don't know, take over the world or something. And I thought that shit was freaking cool, yo. I that was ringing in my brain so hard. But I remember, does everyone remember that one Billboard monster where it was like literally just, like covered in eyes? I need to go back and I need to get myself a freaking CRTV. I need to get myself, I need to recollect all the old Power Rangers and Beetleborgs movies. I need to go on a freaking collection spree for old millennial cartoons that this is lost media. Is this lost media? No, no, it's not lost media, but it will be at some point. It could be. I need to do something about that. I need to recover them. I need to have a bookstore or something. I need to find these things. I have a quest to do. I just got a quest. A random side quest just popped up while I'm streaming. A new hand touches the beacon. Oh no. Molag Ball, freaking sanguine, anybody but you. I just picked up a goddamn freaking, leveled out shaped ball fucking thing on a shelf, and now all of a sudden some freaking cunt out of nowhere is just like, a new hand touches the beacon. Shut up. I need to go return some shit to a freaking trader. I am freaking overweighted, and I have 4 requests I need to fix, and you tell me, a new hand touches the beacon. Think this beacon showed up your ass, bitch. Freaking Azure making me the chosen one. Shut up. I got shit to do. But I will say though, they've actually updated that quest in Skyrim recently to where it's not like, it's actually interesting. There's more meat to it. Just like you're not just stuck doing the quest and you gotta freaking take it somewhere. Yeah, you grab the beacon, a new hand touches the beacon, and then you go take it somewhere. There's literally nothing to it. You just have to go fucking walk back to her friggin' shrine and plant the fucking beacon there and call it a day. No. The new quest, they fixed it. There's actual more meat and stuff to do in it. There's more stuff. More cool stuff too. And some actual rewards too. Oh my goodness. Azura actually gifts you her Daedric freaking gift. Try praying for that 5 fucking years ago. Or 10 years ago when that game first came out and you had to do the Azura quest and it was literally nothing than you being stuck with the quest and returning the damn beacon. That'd be epic. I used to watch the Adventures of the Gummy Bears from the 80s. Oh yes, Tamagotchis, mini clips, Furbies, Jingo Beans, pop-up videos. Pop-up videos were great. Does anyone remember Vines? Basically millennial TikTok, but without the brain rot and sadness in society. Vines was basically the birthing mother of memes. From her womb, many a meme would be birthed, and the humor and satirical laughter of humanity would forever echo for eons. Conan, what is best in life? I remember Furbies though. That's where shorts came from. Fuck yeah. No, like freaking YouTube shorts, and even YouTube mobile streaming is so late to the game. It's so late to short form content because Vines was there first. They were there first. Vines was there first, and I as a millennial will die on that hill holding the fucking flag of the 90s. I swear to God. I also remember when somebody messed with a Furby. I'm not sure how it happened. I can't remember exactly how it happened. I think it was like somebody messed with it in like production. Somebody like who made them. They made it like they record. Or wait, no. I think it was like you could record words, and it would repeat them. And somebody like took a Furby on one of the stores, and it started like saying a bunch of cuss words into it, and it would repeat. That shit was fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Hey mom, I have a Furby. I'm gonna play it now. The Furby, fuck you. Oh, oh goodness. You ever visit Ebham's World, Joe Cartoon, Newgrounds? Ooh, I've heard of Newgrounds. You might have to. That's a vague memory for me. I never visited any of those things, but I had heard of them because a fellow millennial. I watched his YouTube channel, Subordinary Gamers. Not sure if you guys have heard of him. He I think he talked about some of those things. I remember he talked about Newgrounds a bit because there were like games and stuff in there you could do. Ebham's World, that rings a bell. Joe Cartoon, that rings a. Both those first two things ring slight bells in my mind. But no, I never had Newgrounds. There are many millennial pillars I did not hit growing up because I was poor, so poor. I didn't even have internet access. Ebon's World was like YouTube before YouTube. Okay, okay. You see, it rings a bell, but only in mention because I feel like somebody mentioned it before and explained it like a long time ago. But yeah, we're probably gonna be streaming for about till we hit the hour two. So we got about 24 minutes left or so. Maybe a little bit more, depending. But yeah, we'll see. We're just chilling right now. It's all good. Coming to you live from the West Coast, County of the Kings, Washington State. How y'all doing? Joe Cartoon was a bunch of funny videos and games from a certain creator, mainly about hamsters. Okay, okay, that sounds dope. That sounds funny as fuck. I think I'll look through that. Might hit up YouTube after I'm done here, and I hit my, sorry, my dab break after I'm finished with this drink, of which I might actually pour out because I'm already kind of sauced right now, and I don't want to get any more sauced. I'm a smart drinker. The second I start thinking if I drink any further, I'm going to get sick, that's when I stop. It's irresponsible. Ish. Chalk zone. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, honey babe. Honey babe. Honey babe. You have rung a bell. You have rung one of the Liberty bells in my America loving brain because Chalk Zone. Explain that to me. Is that related to Joe Cartoon Ebba's World? What's Chalk Zone? I feel like somebody explained that to me at some point. I wasn't there. I never had Tamagotchi. I knew Pokemon though. I owned a whole bunch of the Pokemon Red and Yellow episodes. I had like a bunch of Game Boys. I didn't have friends growing up at all. I want a magical chalk with a superhero. Watching Pokemon right now, lol. Pokemon. It's like Attack on Titan, Evangelion. Okay, I can't really use like Evangelion in this like bit because Evangelion is like classic anime. Evangelion, Ghost in the Shell, Akira, all of them. Pokemon, dude. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Yo, yo, yo. Yes, yes. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the. I want to cry right now. Chat Zone was on Cartoon Network. Oh god. See, I had cable and stuff like that for a bit longer than I had internet, but I never watched the Chalk Zone. I have a whole bunch of stuff to look up on YouTube when I hit the dab rig. Chalk Zone was on PBS Kids, also Cyber Chase. Oh my god. I want old TV back. I need to find these things. I need to find old random lost millennial media. I need to find these things because this is our that's our at least in my eyes. Obviously take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is just how I see things, but I just want to like find these things and watch them again. Oh God. I need to find myself like CRT, VHS player, a whole bunch of other stuff. If I can get stuff on DVD though, I'm still gonna find the stuff on VHS though because I'll fucking collect shit on VHS. I don't give a shit. I'll get a functioning CRT and fucking everything. I don't give a shit. I'll do it. I'll do it. Pumpkin's Word. Nickelodeon. Oh my god. Mad TV. Anybody? Hell, the Sci-Fi Channel when it was good. Discovery Channel. Channel. What the fuck? Discovery Channel. Animal Planet. Freaking National Geographic before Nat Geo. People aren't cultured enough. Shut the fuck up. I was watching National Geographic where it became Nat Geo and became, shit. Shushy. It can't. I was learning about dolphins and all that other shit. Fucking History Channel. You wanna know how fucking deer was made? Do you want to know how frickin' gear was made? Welcome to the History Channel, bitch. You're gonna learn some shit today. I remember being in a goddamn freaking hospital when I was 13 with severe freaking pneumonia that almost killed me, and the only thing on the TV that they had in a fucking hospital cable network was the freaking History Channel. Or at least that was the only thing that I found interesting because they didn't have the adult channel yet at all. But anyway. I shut up. Ren and Stimpy, oh my god. Stimpy. Real monsters, oh man, it was good back then. Fuck yeah, it was. TV was freaking educational. You came back from school after, learning shit and hanging out with your buds and breaking every single goddamn rule under the sun. And you would go home, and the first thing you would do is turn on the TV. And you would just like sit there and either be one, entertained, or two, educated. TV educated millennials more than frickin' school did. Hell, getting into trouble educated us more than school did. Hanging out with our buddies educated us more than school did. School didn't do shit because school, in America at least, hasn't educated a person since before time fucking in memoriam. TV, Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, National Geographic, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Get fucked, public schooling. Lick my nuts off. I learned more done up in a hospital watching History Channel for a week than I did in school over like several friggin' years. I absolutely love the 90s. Same here. Oh my god. Rocket Power was one of my faves. That's another thing. I need to write this shit down. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm about to binge 90s today. Freaking about to freaking hit up YouTube after this. I'm freaking just losing my shit. Rocket Power was awesome. Being from Hawaii, it made my childhood. So, what made my childhood, honestly, if I had to pick one, good night to you, Pumpkin. Good day, Decoded. Hey, honey babe, you stay awesome. You stay awesome. Mighty Max was cool too. Oh my god, Mighty Max. I have a quest, ladies and gentlemen. It is to recover as much lost millennial media as I can and collect it for the safety and education of future generations. Stay blessed. Hey, honey babe. Hey, you too. Hey, you too. Or, sorry, Decoded, but you were saying that, I think you were saying that to honey babe. But yeah, hey, honey babe, you stay awesome, stay dope. Things come, hibbity hoop blah. Is that a tank top or a new bra? But yeah, y'all stay awesome. Thanks for dropping in. You're awesome people. Oh damn, bringing up the good shows. We had the best TV. Fuck yeah. Like, millennial, I'll even say this. TV, but, did more to educate millennials than school ever did. Because school was never meant to educate people in this country. It was meant to turn them into obedient workers. Stop sending your kids to these damn schools. That's a topic for another, day where we're not going to, I'll send you someone Discord. Hell yeah. Oh, that's right. I got to get a Discord going this week. Okay, I'll try and do that tonight. I'll probably after I get my, dab session. All right, we'll probably just cut it here then. And call it good. We've had a good time. But yeah. For anyone new to the stream, I am Musical Pumpkin. Welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studios. Make fun of me with Dragon Tales? I vaguely remember Dragon Tales, and I will not make fun of you for it because people make fun of me for liking Beetleborg, even though it was not as popular as Power Rangers. It's like they're taking monsters out of comic books and making them real, having them fight the heroes. Like, what more does a dumb millennial brain need at that age? Entertain me, motherfucker. Like my mom and dad are fighting in the background. Like, entertain me. Gula Gula Island, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck. I'm old. I'm old, and I don't want to be. I want to go back. This without Inspector Gadget. Did anybody watch the old like GI Joe movies? Yeah, when it was a cartoon. Where in the world is Cameron Sunday? I love you all. That was not a of anger. It was a of I'm old. I'm 33 next month. Fucking hell. Captain Planet. Oh my god. Hey, does anyone remember the Hex Girls from Scooby Doo? That was an extra coming of age moment for me. I really like Thorn. Tintin. Tintin? I feel like that rings a bell. I don't think I watched Tintin, but that rings a bell. I remember when, playgrounds were meant for real kids worth their gumption. Didn't have all these freaking safety rules and stuff. Oh no, the playground turned you into a real person because you took the bumps and bruises. You also went on the spinny thing, and if the spinny thing spun too fast and you got thrown off, you got a quick, refresher lesson in, physics and momentum and velocity and impact. But yeah, gargoyles. Oh my god, damn! Turned my fear of gargoyles to yum. April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was another coming of age moment. Okay, so I want to like lay some light on like that weird millennial conspiracy theory that the government was trying to like psyop young men into liking a certain type of woman. For me, it was Thorn, the Pink Ranger, Leia, April O'Neil, the reporter from Gargoyles. I think that's all I remember. But yeah, I know. If you were want to look something up and go down a bit of a rabbit hole, Kim Possible. Oh God, yes, yep. Pepper Ann, Daria, or Daria, Daria or Dora. If I get that wrong, I apologize. But yeah, no. If you ever want to go down a bit of a rabbit hole, go down, look up millennial conspiracy theories, where it's like the government was trying to psyop young millennial men into liking a certain type of woman, kind of like hot, emotionally distraught goth chicks, or just like the bad girls. Basically, that the conspiracy theory is very rampant in my generation. My life as a teenage robot, Angela Anaconda. Oh my god. I'm hiding in my room as a young child away from my parents fighting, and I open my eyes and I'm here in front of a stream with a vape, a phone, and a glass of whiskey in front of me. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh shit, pulling nuggets. I was about to say, Pepperan? Pepperan. Okay, I don't think I saw that one. Okay, I'm nostalgic today about to play some. Man, I remember like the freaking it was like those freaking educational games because of course they had to make games that were like meant for educational purposes only. But it's like the math games and stuff like that. I had to play those growing up, and it was hell on earth because there's something about one being homeschooled for the majority of your young life and then having to hopefully pass a freaking game where you. It's like I can't pass this freaking game, mom and dad, if you two are bitching at each other in the background. Shut up. Yes, Pepper, she was 1 in a million. I'm about to start writing stuff down and like go through YouTube. I'm about to turn 36 in a couple months. I'm turning 33 next month, January 16th. I was a 90s baby. I was born in the good old year of 93 to a Filipino mom who was kind of mixed. I think she was mostly Filipino, and my dad who was full American white, English and German. In the 35th. In the 35th to 35. We're all in our 30s here. So I want to say probably like late 80s, early 90s, early to mid 90s is where this crowd mostly, you know, comes out of, which is dope because that was an era. One, it was the birth. Actually, no. Mm, the 80s. The 80s. That was the birth of the tech boom, and every decade since then, it's only been increasing. It's only been compounding. And tech is just basically taking over our lives now. Growing up, I did not. Okay, but even this thing right now, this is not a goddamn phone. This is not a phone. This thing right here that I'm staring, speaking, and ranting into is not a phone. The thing you take up here while you're washing dishes, freaking in the 90s, waiting for your dad to come home, or sorry, your husband to come home, your dad to come home, waiting for daddy to come home. Pardon me, I'm stupid. Waiting for, waiting for your husband to come home while you're getting dinner ready for the family, and you got the phone right here. Like, oh yeah, and it's just like that. That's a phone. That's a freaking phone. This is a fucking Star Trek communicator. Okay, it's a goddamn tricorder. You can go on the internet. You can call and text. You can freaking stream freaking video. You have a whole menagerie of apps to go through. There's a whole bunch of shit you can do on this phone. This shit's doing more in 5 minutes than you do in 2 days. And you call it a phone? It's a communicator. Beam me the fuck up, Scotty. It's a communicator. It's not a phone anymore. You can use it. It has phone capabilities. It's mainly what it's used for, but it does so much more than that. That phone's basically been kicked back a few seats, and that's not what it's used for anymore. At least not mainly. There's a whole bunch of other things it's used for now. So it's basically, technically, not a phone anymore. I'm 35th. I was born in March 90, right at the beginning. Nice. How about all the sci-fi shows in the early 2000s that fell off after 2017? Hey, does anyone remember Ice Spiders from the Sci-Fi Channel? Hmm? Hmm? Oh, spring nice. I'm a summer baby. I was born in January. I was a winter boy. Lightning struck the hospital I was born at, and the power went out the night I was born. I like to call myself the lightning born. It's how I keep my self-esteem up. Yeah, these aren't phones. Yeah, no, they're not phones. A phone doesn't do this. A phone is like. No, this is like what's up?
You pulled the icy hot.
Yeah, I got the icy hot. I actually had Go ask it's my roommate. I'm streaming right now. It's a no. I had to ask one of the people there 'cause I didn't know where it was exactly, and they did not look happy to be talking to anybody.
Anyway, I gotta go.
Later.
Just remember your trash and recycling today.
Yep, yep. That was my roommate. Nobody don't like spiders. I remember house phones, dial-up internet, and you couldn't call someone if they were online. And then they created the two-line thing, but that was only a thing for a minute. Handheld transponders. Beam us up. Two to beam up, Scotty. That's how I see it. Later, roomie. Yep, he's off to work. I kind of have a job right now, but I really don't. So I need to look for a second one, which is fine. That's totally fine. I get it. But we're probably going to be cutting it here. This wasn't the campfire hour that I was hoping it would be, but that's fine because, it's kind of I have an idea. I'll talk to some people about it. We'll get some stuff figured out. But this is just like a little chill stream. We're going to be cutting it here, so. Thank you for the memories, yo. I went down millennial memory lane. That's what we're holding right now. Handheld transponders, just not as fancy as the Expanse shows one. Exactly. I have not watched the Expanse. I do remember hearing that the Expanse got a lot of accolades for being like very realistic in its detailing of space travel and stuff like that and all that. But yeah. But anyone who is like new to the stream, welcome. I am Musical Pumpkin. Welcome to Musical Pumpkin Studios. I want to be a famous writer someday. I have 2 series running on the show right now called Fractured Stories and Lost Tapes, of which I have personally voiced and written. You can hit those up if you want some scary stories to fill up your night or fill up your off time while you're doing something else. And yeah, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I am working on a Campfire Hour. We may change the name, not sure. We'll see. Might just keep that, but where we talk about spooky, scary stuff, and you can send in your own stories. Maybe you had a ghost encounter, remember when you were young, or maybe, just maybe, you were out camping with your buds, and you think Bigfoot was outside. A whole menagerie of things. We would love to hear those stories and talk about them. Because it's all just good fun. The campfire is meant for one thing and one thing only. Keeping warm and telling stories. And that's about the long and short of it. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping into the stream and hanging out. This is a good time. Happy Thursday to all of you, and stay safe out there as the world seems to be getting weirder and weirder by the minute. I'm working on a book right now called Legends of Legania, Shadow Glen Falls. Also, I'm going to be biased right now. Ooh, biased. Lay it on me. Smack me. Do it. Do it, Deborah. Pull the trigger. Canadian sci-fi shows are legends. Okay, so did you ever watch Continuum? Rachel Nichols lives in my head rent-free in her, body-tight secret agent uniform. That's dope. That's dope, Decode. Do it. Do it. No, I'm working on like a couple books right now. I have one that me and a buddy are going through the editing phase of right now. It's just super slow because we both have a lot going on. It's called Windsor's Toy Shop. It's about this lady who gets these powers granted to her by this eldritch entity who wants her to have these powers because she can use them to protect people and stuff. And this is in the middle of World War One. Bit of lore for this character. She uses these powers to fill up these little toy soldier things with the souls of soldiers who have fought in previous wars, and she uses them to protect children from monster sneaking into a house to freaking massacre their family or something. All of a sudden they get hit by tank rounds and stuff from little toy tanks and troops and stuff. That's Windsor's Toy Shop. There's a whole wagon load of more meat to it, but that's it. And that's the story that me and a buddy are currently editing through right now. Last girl, damn, she was fine as fuck. Oh wait, there might not, but the name of the show is something like that. I enjoy really dry English comedy. Monty Python. I loved Monty Python growing up. Lost Girl Travelers sounds good. For English TV shows, not the American version. Okay, so Rachel McCool is in a Canadian sci-fi show Continuum. She plays Agent Kira Cameron. The black skin suit looked way better than the copper-colored one. Just saying, as a gamer. But, you know, I'm gonna stop, you know, drooling like a dingus. Yep, she was hot. I can't help it. But anyway. Without further ado, before I embarrass myself further and get canceled, y'all were awesome. Y'all were dope. I loved all the stuff we talked about today. I cannot wait to talk about it again. So, you awesome people, stay awesome and stay dope. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I'll see y'all again Friday where we're doing another stream. Campfire Hour number 3. We may not do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll see. I'll talk about it on the community posts and stuff, and I'll get Discord going this weekend. Take care of my friends. Stay blessed. Hey, you too, Dakota. You too. Thank you for so much for the fan art, and you stay awesome. Thanks for stopping by the stream, and you stay dope. But yeah, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this was Musical Pumpkin Studios, and this is your host, Musical Pumpkin. Peace out. Take care. Catch you later. Stay dope. Never stop imagining, folks.